then suddenly it'll be, oh, it's on PlayStation 2. Because this is what they do. And I'm just sick of it. I don't even want to hear this. Like, if Phil is listening, just stop. Enough. We went through the worst generation with Xbox One, stayed loyal to your platform. This is our freaking generation where you finally have the games, you finally have a platform, and we get to enjoy it. And then you just say, well, the first exclusive you got, new IP, we're going to take that and not make it exclusive. Why? Yeah. What is the point? Why do this? Oh, we want to expose it for the next. No, I don't care. I don't even want to hear any more excuses.
Right.
Stop running into the rake. Every freaking time you get good news, and then thump. Why? Just stop.
And then they have to reset, right? Then they have to reset back to gaining the trust of the people.
And then we're back to like months and months of wait for the next good thing. We now have to deal with the Redfall again. 2022, no games. Like, come on. It just like stop. We finally get a year where we're like, dude, we're gonna get all these games. Oh, but we don't know if they're gonna be exclusive anymore. Like, just stop. Seriously. Because then you know it's gonna be every game that isn't massive. Is it going to be exclusive? I put Blade behind it. Can you guarantee that's going to be exclusive? Because I can't guarantee it's going to be exclusive. Like, this just should not be a question mark. You came out and said when you bought Bethesda, this is about great exclusive games coming to platforms where Game Pass exists. Is Game Pass on Nintendo? Have you announced that? I haven't seen any announcement. So why the heck am I seeing that this game is... I'm just sick of it. You tell me Mario Wonder comes to Xbox, fine, you can put this game there. Until then, shut up. I just don't even want to hear it anymore.
Right.
Like this is a business where there are platforms that have exclusives. If you want to be in that business, then be in that business. You need to have your exclusives. I need to know that when you have first-party freaking studios, they're making games for my platform.
You know, one thing that's always been so funny when people get so tight that one of their favorite exclusives, a game that they played like years ago, a game that they witnessed years ago, going to another platform, going to a rival platform, and other people getting that opportunity to play that game. What the? You see how head ass people are when their fucking head is like so up their ass in a console war? It is ridiculous. It's like, to these people, they cannot have the wealth shared of the game they played years ago. I feel the same way about Xbox exclusives going over to another platform, and I feel the same way about PlayStation exclusives when they go to PC. When Spider-Man went to PC, I felt nothing. I'm like, cool, more people get to witness a good game that I actually played. When Horizon went to PC, I felt nothing. I'm like, cool, people get to experience the game over there. What is the problem when people lose their minds over the entire premise and idea that a game they played years ago, a old ass game, getting ported or remastered to another platform? It has to be the console warrior syndrome. These people are so indoctrinated to the idea of losing their precious plastic software that they can't fathom the idea of other people enjoying the game that they played, bolstering the sales of that game, bolstering the recognition of Hi-Fi Rush yet again because it's getting ported, and more money being poured into the IP, making further sequels in the process. Of course, we know naturally folks like this don't think outside of the box. They aren't thinking about perspectives like that. They're thinking about Xbox losing to their competitors, and that's quite dumb. It's like, look, ports will happen all the time. Nothing is forever all of the time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I never thought Resident Evil 1 Remake would get ported from the GameCube, but I had the hope in the back of my mind that one day people will experience this remake that was stuck on the GameCube because it's a really great game and it deserves all the money and recognition and numbers behind it. So when it was ported ultimately to all the other consoles via multi-platform, I wasn't pissed because I was like, cool, more people get to experience one of the greatest remakes of all time for horror, and I'm not mad at that in the slightest. Like, what the fuck is this? Is this what things have come down to, really, when it comes to people's thinking mentality, that a game needs to be enslaved on a console for the rest of history and existence? No, it doesn't. If it makes the IP more money and it gives more recognition and it gives more positivity to that brand, then I'm not going to be mad about my favorite game ultimately being ported. I already played it before, so there's no real issue whatsoever of another platform getting that game. Is fine, especially if it's old. If they got like Ghost of Tsushima, like now I'm like, okay, I played that game literally 4 years ago. People, come on. There's no excuse for all of this fucking console fanaticism behavior, and I think it just makes Xbox people, PlayStation people, even Nintendo people, it just makes folks look bad. But you know, from the outset, I don't war over plastic. If I really want something, I go where the games are in the first place. I always been a hybrid console owner. You gotta own 2 platforms per generation. That's always been my rule of thumb, so I don't miss out on like half of what's going on. I got a PC and I got a PS5, and I'm definitely getting an Xbox in the future where it's no problems whatsoever, so I can play anything within that realm of the ecosystem I enjoy, and I have no issues with it whatsoever. I've been an avid Game Pass user. They have like a conference coming up for the midst of Xbox users, so seeing these people so disappointed after the announcement of the developer direct, which is coming January 18th, where you get to experience the first premiere of the Indiana Jones game from Machine Games. You get to see more of Avowed. You get to see more of Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga. And you might have a stealth drop just like Hi-Fi Rush did, where they put out Hi-Fi Rush and nobody expected it at the last developer direct. You might have a stealth drop of more content. Personally speaking, I want Tango to come out punching with Evil Within 3. I need that shit. I don't even care if it's on Xbox or not. I will play it because I'll go where the games are, and Xbox owns Bethesda, so you know I'm gonna go right over there to play Evil Within 3, and they're gonna have my fucking money lickety split day one. I go where the games are. I don't go where the plastic is and I'm stuck to that one device or machine, knowing that I'm missing out on a wealth of activities. It's not gonna happen. Hybrid master race, fuck all this weird nonsense of staying on one platform solely just to get pissed and annoyed because you don't have the access and possibilities. When Blade comes out, when Blade hits, I'm gonna be playing that shit, and I'm gonna be playing all the other Insomniac content they got lined up after the leaks, and I'm gonna be a happy camper. That's how it should be. That's how it should go. And it's so funny seeing people get so pissed, irritated, mad, upset, angry. Phil is not doing a good job now. What? It's just like, you said that last year was the banner year for Xbox. Now you changed your minds. It's so funny how people will change their minds on a dime just because a game is getting ported to another platform. Sad.